not the process.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm Ray. This is Matt.
Yo.
This has been a sweltering week here in Baltimore. It has been hot as shit. The humidity has been killing us.
And it's only getting hotter.
Yeah, and it is 4th of July weekend, and we are being joined by Kimber Haven. Kimber, how you doing tonight?
Well, I'm here to make it even hotter for you guys.
And earlier when we were on our Patreon exclusive, you were like, how do you get away with a raunchy show on Facebook?
Yeah.
Like, well, we've gotten away with it. So whatever.
And
fuck you, Zuckerberg. That'll probably get us right there. That right there.
Boom. Done.
Another track.
Yeah, just gone. And of course,
some Trump shit. You'll be gone in no time.
And we were talking earlier, you were a cage fighter. So how was it being a cage fighter? Like pretty much, do you sit there and look back now and go, hey, was there a guy that you were in a ring with, you just beat the dog shit out of him? And you're like, man, I would love to beat the dog shit out of him as a chick. Like, and then that way it's like, I beat your ass as a dude, and now I beat your ass as a chick.
Well, I did the tough man circuit, not, UFC. So we didn't know the fighters we fought. So there was no beef.
Yeah,
there was no,
okay.
And plus most of that shit in UFC, that's so pro wrestling. It's all manufactured.
Yeah, that's definitely a work.
Review. They got to show beef. That way people are like, oh my God, they're going to work it out. It's just a fucking marketing ploy by Dana fucking douchebag White.
Now we're getting banned. No, I'm kidding.
And of course, you've been around for a little bit, and we're
a long time.
I have a lot of questions. I told Matt all the time, and Matt, I think every guy sits there, and one point in his life, he wakes up and goes, what if I had tits? Like, you just wake up and it's like, what if I had tits? Like, I mean, honestly, if I had tits, I think I would play with them all day long. Like, that's the thing. I wake up and I have tits, and it's like, at that point, you can jerk off and play with a titty all at the same time.
Like, I do that all the time,
yeah. See,
but, I used to think the same way when I was a boy, but, you think that, but then you have them, and then they hurt when you run across the street, hurt when you go up and down stairs. I gotta wear a bra all the time. I wear a sports bra where they are supported when I sleep. Otherwise, I sleep on them and they hurt. Yeah. And then you realize that they're not all sexy toys. They're a pain in the fucking ass. Having big tits is not super fun all the time, and when they're on you, it's no big deal. You're like, okay. I mean, it wears off fairly quickly. The novel.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, this isn't fun anymore. But
it becomes more about the fun of having other people play with them.
Yeah. Right. Well, see, I would want it to be the kind of thing where if I were to get tits, I would get the tits, but I would want to have like all of my chest there. Like, I'm talking about, like, I want Harambe titties. Like, that's what I want. I want like, and that way, when you go to take it, someone's like, oh man, you have tits. It's like, yeah, you go to take your shirt off. They're like, oh man, what the fuck is that? And it's just, hairy man.
So want to be a, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm that every day. Every time I go to Walmart, I'm a, what the fuck is that?
Now, in the industry, is there anything that anybody's asked you to do that you were just kind of like, fuck that, I ain't doing it?
Ask me. Come on, boy. I'm the fucking OG. I'm the boss. Nobody tells me to do shit. People do shit.
Well, what's great is I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, there's so many possibilities. Like, because you look at it, it's like, okay, so if you're with a chick, it's like, okay, I was thinking about this earlier, and it's kind of like a sex erector set. Like, if you remember an erector set when you were a kid and you're putting like little metal pieces together, it's kind of like, all right, so you have the tits. So someone can be, so you're sitting there and you're having sex with a girl.
Let's hear your point.
You're double penetrating a chick.
I'm double penetrating a chick.
At the same time, you can just have so much other things going on, like two hands here,
Okay, you've thought about this a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Hey, you're getting pretty descriptive. You put a lot of thought in that.
Oh yeah, tons of thought. Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking all day.
I just had this thought in the middle of the night.
How is this going to work? It's kind of like, it's almost like a human centipede sex act. Kind of like, it's like, how is this going to work? Like, just a human centipede of sex, but there's just so many different things going on. And it's also the kind of thing, have you ever misfired? and came on your own tits.
I was okay. There was one time I kind of misfired and hurt myself doing it. And that's when I was sucking dick and I was on my side laying on bed and I was jerking off at the same time. Well, I shoot a really big, very powerful load and I hadn't shot in a while. So I'm sitting there sucking and all of a sudden I come and it shoots right in my fucking eye.
Oh.
Sucking, fucking blinding me. And it looked like I had pink eye for a day. So yeah, I fucking, and the force of it when it hit, because my eye was open, I wasn't expecting it, really fucking hurt. Felt like it got punched in the eye.
Jeez.
That shit happens. It's porn.
Have you?
So hold on. The guy or other
It was
was another. I guess another guy.
Granny dick.
Okay. Were they like, was that you or was that me? Like,
oh baby, everybody knows it's me when I come.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had someone come on your tits while you were coming on somebody else's tits?
I don't really like that.
No.
I've done it a couple times for video, but I prefer a mouth shot.
Okay.
Because I just think, you know, I enjoy a man's cum. I savor it. I see it as nectar, fresh from the tap. I don't want to waste it.
Fair enough.
Don't waste it. Taste it.
Don't waste it.
I mean, you know, you go through all this to get his nut. Why would you want to just waste it? Fucking savor it and enjoy it.
Hey, there you go.
So
there you go.
Do you sleep with strictly other males or females too? Or like, I'm sorry.
Other males, how dare you mispronoun me?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, shit.
That's it. I'm going on Twitter and starting a woke activist.
Yeah. It's bad enough Zuckerberg is coming for you.
Yeah, that's it. You're Harvey Weinstein. You're Cosby. You're done.
Now we're getting, if we were going to bring that up, Cosby.
You know what? Maybe we should just say we're Cosby and they'll just let us out. That's
Yeah.
just, and then,
it's 37. Everyone thinks it's about race. It's not. It's about money. Because OJ can kill people and get away with it. He's black. Bill Cosby can rape 37 fucking chicks and get away with it because he's black. It's about money. If you got money, you can get away with shit. Everybody else can't.
No doubt. He's just sitting there doing his little head shake, eating pudding in his cell. Like, I'm going to be out of here soon. Like,
Yeah.
And you're working. You have Fluffer. Tell us about Fluffer. I saw the promo video for Fluffer on your Twitter.
Yeah, Fluffer is my mainstream project. I'm filming a TV pilot for mainstream. It's going to be adult themed, so it's going to be on a cable channel.
Okay.
We've already started shopping around the pilot. We have some interest from stars. We'll see. But it's basically about this chick who loses her job from COVID, and she's a goody-goody. And she's raised in a very traditional way. And from childhood, she has a friend that went into adult entertainment. And her friend, when she loses her job and she can't pay her bills, her friend suggests the adult industry. So the comedy comes from this fish out of water story about this good girl and about her new environment and how she has to adapt to everything that's going on around her. So it's Tuesday for everybody else on set, but for her, it's traumatic.
Okay, cool. And that's actually a whole complete, like, from what you're used to, is that a whole complete 180 from the porn industry to doing that? I mean, because it still has like a little bit of a background, like she meets someone in the adult industry, but filming wise, is it a lot different?
Well, this one, I have a professional crew outside of my porn company. I have established DPs and lighting techs and so forth. So I have a much larger budget to do things a lot better scale than just in a closed porn set with a camera. So yeah, it's different that way. It's a little more advanced, but directing is directing. You're simply telling a story in video format. You're looking at a page going, okay, here's how it reads in the book, but how can I visualize it and bring it to life in a visual way? So directing is directing. And I was supposed to just cameo in this series as myself, do a walk-on.
Yeah.
I was supposed to just walk in and everybody's like, oh, it's fucking Kimber Haven doing a Pornstar cameo in the series to get credibility. And after meeting with the producers that were producing the series and explaining my ideas for this series, because I had read the script, they offered me the director job because they liked my
That's cool.
That's good stuff. That's good shit. Well, congratulations for getting the director job, and we hope you success with Fluffer. Do you know when it's supposed to air? Like when they're slating for it to come on?
We are actually starting filming on the series this month, the end of this month.
Cool.
So it's going to be probably in production for a good 6 months. We're doing 6 episodes to start out and to create a package we sell. And then if somebody picks it up, then we'll make more.
Nice. And
if somebody doesn't, well, then it was fun to do, and I get another IMDb cred.
Let us know when that comes out, and we'll definitely share it for you. And of course, it is the 4th of July. And Kimber, you were telling us before we went live when we were on our Patreon exclusive that you live out in the middle of nowhere. Do you have any plans for the 4th of July? Can you see fireworks? You said you live in a small town, about 400 and some people. Do they do fireworks? I mean, are fireworks big where you're at? Do you have any plans for the 4th?
I'm probably going to get together and have a cookout with my close friends, but this one's a little bit different because I served my country in the Air Force. I was military intelligence.
Oh, thank you.
I was always very patriotic, but it just doesn't feel the same anymore. I don't see things the same anymore. And so much has happened that I don't feel like celebrating a country that is doing some fucked up shit.
I hear you. My dad's a veteran. He was in Vietnam. He passed away in 2016, and he started to feel that way.
Yeah, this bigotry isn't what I was fighting to protect. I mean, I didn't fucking put my life on the line to come back to society to live in fear because a cult wants me and everybody who doesn't look like them to be eradicated. I mean, everybody who is not a white person, a straight white person, is in the crosshairs and is nervous because it's violent. And these people are prone to violence. We know this because they attacked our fucking Capitol with Confederate flags.
And you know what's bad? We'll never know what's going on behind the scenes, no matter what. It could be 100 years from now. We'll never know what's going on behind the scenes, what's driving everything, what's making everything move. And, you know, with the 4th of July, you're going to be with your close friends. So are you guys going to be setting off your own fireworks? Because
fuck no.
No, you don't. You're not. Oh man, we have you had fireworks mishaps? Because I've definitely had fireworks mishaps.
Yeah.
Like
I know everybody will. And this is, if you are an adult and you don't have kids you're doing it for, and you're lighting off fireworks, you're retarded man child. You deserve to have your fucking hand blown off because you're fucking retarded.
Yes.
If you are an adult and you don't have kids, you have no business setting off fireworks.
And we have fire. There's people lighting them off every single night. My one dog is scared to fucking death. Absolutely scared to death of fireworks.
Well, yeah. You should be too. Don't do it.
The other one just looks at him like, bro, chill the fuck out. It's not that serious. And
not everything that's fun should be done. For example, motorcycles. I've owned many of them and they were a lot of fun, but with motorcycles, it's not when you're going to go down. I mean, it's not if you're going to go down, it's going to win. You will go down, and you just hope that it doesn't cost you a leg or a life or disfigurement, because it's fucking dangerous. Because it's on a motorcycle, it doesn't matter how good you are. Somebody's not going to see you and sideswipe you and take your leg right off.
Now, with the motorcycle, what kind of motor did you have? Like a Harley? Did you have one of those crotch rockets? What kind of motorcycle did you have?
I was trying to prove my masculinity, but not to the point of having a Harley, because I had a big dick, so I didn't have to compensate. So I had like Gold Wings, I had Ninja, I had a lot of cruisers, Yamaha cruisers, street cruisers. But I didn't go Harley because they're shit. They're American shit, and they're not made well. And they're just, Americans suck.
I give you credit because I've always been too terrified to step onto a motorcycle because I've always had a mentality of, I know I'm going to fall and I know I'm going to rip my fucking legs off. And like, I have a hard time balancing my ass on a fucking bike, much less on a motorcycle that's going like 100 miles an hour down the road.
Harley, you're paying through the nose for brand and a persona, but not quality. You're buying the brand and the persona, and you're cool, and you're paying through the nose to look cool, but you're not buying quality. Almost every other motorcycle available is a better quality machine. But you spend twice the money to buy the brand and the recognition that you are a manly man that drives a Harley.
And
well, I mean, if you have a small dick, so
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's a big Ford Raptor. I mean, you know, guys that buy that have tiny peckers. The H2, come on, that's a little dick machine. Come on.
well, I thought they were pretty cool, but now I don't know. Think so
And that's
anymore.
like now my dreams are crushed. They're ruined. Now
Trust me, guys, every girl that sees a guy driving in a Raptor or a Hummer, they don't say, oh my God, I want his dick. They go, Jesus Christ, he has a small cock. You want to impress a girl, drive something that's expensive, that looks fucking expensive, and watch her pussy get wet. Drive a Beamer or a Mercedes and watch how much fucking tail you get. All bitches are gold diggers. They'll fucking straight in a heartbeat if you pull up in a Beamer.
Yeah, you pull up in a Beamer like,
Exactly. You pull up in a Raptor, they're going to be like, this white trash, inbred, small dick little motherfucker. Probably watch professional wrestling in NASCAR.
It's a NASCAR he got there.
I never got into NASCAR.
Fucking Joe Dirtmobile.
Yeah, I couldn't get with NASCAR, just watching cars driving fucking circles. It's just kind of like
fucking wrestling fan. That's even more retarded. It's literally like watching an adult cartoon for a fucking retarded man child. Those fucking storylines, I mean, when I was an adult and I realized what they were, God damn, they're stupid. When I was a kid, I was into it. But you get to a point where if you're an adult and you're still watching wrestling, and with those storylines, it's like, were you fucking retarded or something?
I think I might be just a little. And the fire, we moved on with the motorcycle stuff, with the fireworks stuff. The reason why I brought it up is I remember
another retarded man thing. Yeah, this is why men are men children.
And not only do people hurt themselves, but they also hurt other people with fireworks. And it reminds me of a story. I think we were 21, and we were at my friend Kenny's house, and we were like, let's set off fireworks. So we go up to the school. We lived right behind the high school that we went to, and so we walk up, and we have two big ass things of fireworks. So we set them down in the grass. Grass hasn't been cut. It's summer break. You know, they're like, fuck this grass. We ain't cutting it. So we put the fireworks down. Other people are there setting off fireworks. So Kenny lights the fireworks. And when he goes to light the fireworks, he goes to run and they fucking fall over sideways. Right towards the other people that are over there. And they just start fucking shooting. And he just runs. I'm standing there with my beer and he's just gone. And all I see is smoke, fire, and hear screams.
It never fails. The people that have fireworks, the people that always have fireworks are the people that shouldn't have fireworks.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a responsible adult. You take your children to a fireworks show where it's done by professionals. You don't go out to the backyard and play with explosives in front of your children.
Yeah. And that's like when I was
fucking dumb. That's why my spouse works as a dispatcher, and it's a fucking nightmare. It's just like a bunch of fucking white trash men children are blowing themselves up in the backyard.
I feel
they
like
shouldn't have fireworks in the first place, but it never fails. The dumbest, most retarded white trash Joe Dirts will always have the most fireworks.
I feel
it's always the people that shouldn't have them always have them.
Oh yeah, I feel like last year and this year have been the worst with home fireworks, because obviously last year with COVID, people couldn't really go out and see fireworks. So everybody was setting, like, literally, I heard fucking fire from July 1st to like fucking August 2nd. I heard fucking fireworks over and over every single night. I'm like, fuck, I get it. Okay. Like, you know, I like fireworks, but there's literally a house in my neighborhood. They go out and set off fireworks every fucking night. Like, I look at my wife and I'm like, I get it. Like, I get it. Okay, I understand. But why do you like?
I lived out in the middle of nowhere. I lived in the suburb, and these white trash people across the street would do fireworks. And it always terrified me because these motherfuckers shouldn't have explosives. I was worried they'd shoot something on top of my fucking house because they were idiots. And this is how everyone views fireworks that are being shot in a fucking neighborhood. Everybody thinks you're a fucking idiot. Stop playing with explosives. Don't burn my house down. Nobody likes you. If you're one of those people that are setting off fireworks in a neighborhood, nobody fucking likes you.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing. Like, when I was younger, I thought it was cool, but now it's kind of like get off my yard type stuff. It's like I hear the fireworks. I'm like, come on, motherfucker. Like, do you have to be setting that shit off? Like, it's fucking 10:30 at night. I'm trying to sleep because I need to get up and drive a truck in the fucking morning.
Oh, fuck.
Off. Like, come on now. And my wife was
Yeah, the
showing.
truck, are you a truck driver?
I'm a delivery driver, so I drive
I
around.
figured you weren't a banker. I'm looking at your fucking sleeves. I knew you weren't a banker.
I deliver copiers for a living, so I've always been delivering copiers.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so very excited.
Okay,
Very
wait.
exciting. I hate it.
When you were a kid, did you like, one day I want to deliver copiers?
No, I was like, one day I want to be a pro wrestler, and I did that for 20 years, and I went nowhere.
I think you were watching the old school MTV Money for Nothing video, and you're like, I want to do that. I want to be like these guys in the video. This is badass.
Jesus.
I went the other direction. I'm the little faggot in the mink coat. Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair. Yeah, see, I went the other direction. You went the delivery guy one. See? The influence of generation.
That's fucking great. That's so fucking great.
And I'm just the Joe Dirt that owns a Raptor. So.
You actually own a Raptor?
Yeah,
No.
I would hope that you weren't retarded enough to buy a $50,000 little dick machine. I mean, yeah, guys, any guys watching this that want a Raptor, that dream of having a Raptor, your bros will think it's cool, but ain't no girl gonna give you a pussy because you drive a Raptor. It just doesn't work like that. The only person that'll be impressed is your boys. But your boys down there won't be getting no action.
And
it's good advice. It's good advice.
I don't want to be picked up in a fucking Raptor. Like I want to climb up in somebody's fucking Joe Dirtmobile.
Someone pulls up and you just give them a rear naked choke. Just rear naked.
Go to a fucking nice restaurant in a goddamn Raptor. Fuck you, dude. They fucking work on a construction site.
pull up, and it'd be like something. It'd be like, I'm taking you to Olive Garden. And it's like, what? Like,
we're going to Olive Garden, baby.
We're going.
Everything has to be steel and diamond plate and leather with, man. It's like, hi.
We're going to get the 2-for-1 deal. Olive Garden.
Now, every time I see a Raptor, I'm just going to think in my head, little dick machine. That guy has such a
for fucking. Who fucking, first of all, Raptor off-road vehicle, come on. Like anybody is going to take a $50,000 fucking truck off-road. It's like buying an Escalade with four-wheel drive. Like you're going to drive off-road in an Escalade. Fuck you. You're driving it just to say, I own a Raptor, and girls aren't impressed.
Someone said live, it's like, yeah, Ray drives a truck. He drives a meat truck. I'm like, all right, that makes fucking perfect sense. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Another beer, please.
Yes.
Okay, now semi trucks are cool though, because I've always wanted to have sex in a sleeper.
In the sleeper? See, I don't drive a semi. I drive an 18-foot box truck. So.
Yeah, that would be hot and gross.
Hot and gross.
Speaking of hot and gross, Baltimore has had its hottest
segue.
Yes. This
segue.
This goes all over the place. So we're all over the place.
Hot and gross.
Speaking of hot and
gross,
we had the hottest heat wave here in Baltimore in a long time, and what kills it here is the heat.
You didn't? Don't you know that global warming's a hoax?
Yeah. Okay. It didn't fucking feel like it fucking 3 days ago when it was fucking 104 degrees.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. What sucks here is the heat index. I went to Vegas, and it was hot, but it was dry heat. There was no humidity. But when you add in the humidity, I had so much fucking ball sweat that like my ball sweat had ball sweat.
You are turning me on so much right now.
And I mean, that's the thing. And I feel bad because the whole thing is I had the ball sweat, but it's the kind of thing. It's like you have the worst of both worlds. You get the ball sweat and you get the boob sweat. Yeah,
under boob sweat.
Yeah. So lucky you're married because like, man, speaking of hot and gross, my balls.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's not going to go over well with chicks.
It's good. That's a good segue.
Hot, gross balls.
Yeah.
Talk about my hot
ball sweat
and my hairy chest.
No, but it was so hot. I felt like I was going to die this week. And
yes, I get tit sweat. You don't get chest sweat?
I think it would have been a lot better.
It's just bigger.
If I would have had the tits with the Harambe tits, the hairy Harambe tits, that would have been great. I could have just wrung out the hair on the tits.
You know, the listeners weren't listening when we were talking about the Harambe tits. So you're gonna have to explain to your listeners what a fucking Harambe tit is.
No, we're live with that. We're live with
Oh,
Harambe.
we were?
Yeah, we're live.
Fucking gross tits.
Yeah, the gross hairy man Harambe tits.
Who would want to fucking suck on one of those? Shit.
I don't know, but
I'm sure there's someone out
yeah.
there.
I mean, you go to a nudist beach and you just sit there, you just take your shirt off, and there they are in all their glory, just covered with hair, and people are like,
yeah, there's lots of things that people love that I find gross.
Right. Well, the thing with nude beaches, man, if you've ever actually been to one, it's not all as cracked up.
It's all old people. It's all
you
old people.
think it's gonna this is hot. There's gonna be so many
the
chicks
movies
there.
make it out to be.
I don't go to nude beaches because I don't want my dick dragging in the sand when I walk.
Imagine you have the hairy Harambe tits and you have to wax them. Could you imagine what that would be like?
40-year-old virgin.
I've had all my body hair permanently removed from laser.
How I've never had like laser hair. How is that? Like I've never.
Horribly painful.
Yeah.
Horribly. It feels like a combination of an industrial rubber band stretched this far back, snapping you, combined with a wood burner touching you.
Jesus.
It's horrible. At least scabs and burns. And if it accidentally hits one of your tattoos gone.
Really? It's that bad?
It hit one of my tummy tattoos. And this little part right here used to be there, but it was completely wiped away because of
holy shit.
Yeah, I think I see a little bit.
Yeah, because I know they removed
it. It'll take the ink right the fuck out.
Jesus, I knew they removed tattoo with lasers, but I didn't know that the laser hair removal was the same stuff. I thought it was like
fucking if they're not careful and they hit a tat, then they'll take your ink right out of your body.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. And that's crazy because I think actually it's funny because, bringing up, wrestling, some of the wrestlers probably do that. Because you look at those guys don't have any fucking hair on their body at all. None. Not any.
Homos and fucking spandex.
Yeah. And it's like, who the fuck wants to shave or wax or use Nair every single fucking week? Right. And I mean, those guys have the money that it's just kind of like, that's what they have to do. Because I wouldn't want to fucking wax myself.
It's a one-time deal,
week.
right?
Yeah.
You just do that and that's it.
I think all guys are fucking homos.
Secretly,
it's like guy activities, like wrestling is a guy thing, but they want to watch sweaty, muscular men and roll all over each other. Or UFC is like, dude, you're fucking gay as fuck, man.
Yeah, it's all a cover up. We're all just fucking gay.
Yeah, we're all just like.
I mean, fucking sweaty, muscular men rolling all over each other, and it's like, come on.
I'm getting turned on.
As I was growing up, I was like, I want to do that.
How can I get muscular and sweaty and fucking roll all over the mat with other men? I can't wait.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get all hot and sweaty.
Let me order my spandex right now.
It's so homoerotic. I just expect one to start butt fucking the other anytime.
Could you imagine that? Like, how about this? Like, you could put someone in a rear naked choke and then just turn it into butt fucking. Just right there. Rear naked choke right in the butt fucking.
Right? Could you ever?
I don't have to imagine it. I actually did a cool video. BGM Fuck Down, the BGM Fuck Down, which was my full-length feature film that was making fun of 80s wrestling. So we had all these 80s wrestling characters, and they would get in the ring, and we actually did wrestle and worked on our choreography. And halfway through their match, they would take the wrestling into a more erotic direction.
Nice.
And yeah, so I did that BGM Fuck Down Championships, and I even created a belt, and I gave out a belt for the champion.
Nice. So, that's fucking great.
So do you ever have someone in a sleeper hold and then like the whole time they're like going out, you're whispering, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, you motherfucker.
First of all, stop with the Joe Dirt sleeper hold bullshit. It's a rear naked choke.
Take that.
Fucking rear naked choke. It is not a sleeper hold. He's got her with a sleeper hold.
It's a choke.
It's a choke.
Rear naked choke. Let's use technical fighting terminology. It's not a fucking sleeper hold.
Take that.
Yeah, it's not a sleeper hold. You're at to murder somebody when you do.
They am gonna put him in the sleeper hold. Okay.
Yeah, Matt's like, you want some of Mr. Thunder? You want some of Mr. Lightning? Come on, let's do this.
Oh, I'm gonna put him in the pile driver. Ooh, doo, doo.
And then he gets slapped across his face and he gets in his Raptor and he just speeds home.
This where he can catch NASCAR.
Oh,
And there's a bunch of fucking Trump worshiping motherfuckers watching this, getting all offended and woke. They're gonna cancel me.
I don't believe in the whole cancel culture stuff. Like our show, we're just kind of like,
oh, come on now. What warrants cancellation?
What's up?
I mean, like Louis C.K., that is not a cancellation offense.
Yeah, not at all.
Consensual sex with somebody that was okay with it, and he was just jerking off. He never even fucking touched them, and he did it with their permission. That is bullshit. But Harvey Weinstein, come on now. That motherfucker had cancellation coming.
No doubt.
I think that when the Me Too movement started, they started against the right targets, but then they ran out of targets, but they still wanted to fight and go after men. So they started picking these bullshit fucking targets that didn't deserve it.
Oh yeah. There's so many bullshit. Like, for example, I saw something. Apparently everybody just wants to rip Britney Spears' father apart. Like with their bare hands. They want to rear naked.
Leave Britney's father alone.
Like,
you mean they don't want to put him in a sleeper home?
They want to put him in a sleeper home.
But no, that you know, it's a sad world when Britney Spears is going through what the fuck she's going through, and her shit gets denied. But Bill Cosby is sitting in his fucking living room right now.
Fuck Britney. Don't tell me what she's going through. You think she's had a hard fucking life? You think because her dad's been controlling her money, she's broke? Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. She has never fucking worked a hard day in her fucking cunt life. She came out of the pussy good looking, and she made a career being good looking, and she had talent. She's never had a hard day in her life. So her dad kept $30 million and only gave her 15.
Yeah. I wish I could have that happen to me. Like
it's like fuck her. Yeah. She's not hurting. It's like, I don't understand leave this Britney alone shit. It's like, bitch is not on hard times. I've had hard times. You've had hard times. She's never had fucking hard times.
100%. 100%.
I have no sympathy for some rich fuck that's whining that they're not rich enough because their daddy is taking too much of their riches and they want to be richer. Fuck her.
And what we're going to do real quick for everybody listening at home, we're going to take a brief break. We're going to play a couple songs, some of our sponsors, some commercials. We'll be right back with Kimber Haven. For those watching live, we're going to keep rolling along. Welcome back to the Happy Hour podcast. Of course, I'm Ray. This here is Matt, and we're live with Kimber Haven right here on Facebook Live. Sleep a hold.
That's going to be my new thing now. Thank you.
Yeah, sleep a hold. And what we're going to do, we're going to get into our games real quick. So we have 3 games that we play.
Not those games.
Yeah,
I see that.
Not those kind of games. What we do is we start off with 5-second rule. So have you ever played 5-second rule?
I've played hide the dead.
All right, so 5-second rule.
The best hiding spots.
Pretty much this little apparatus right here that might kind of be exciting or not exciting right here. This is our little counter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say name 3 of a certain thing in 5 seconds. If you can't get it, it goes to Matt. If Matt can't get it, it goes to me. So what we're going to do is you are going to name 3 items that you will find in Dracula's house starting now.
Coffin.
All right, coffin time. Matt, goes to you. Coffin's out.
Okay. Well,
all right. So 3 things you will find in Dracula's house starting now.
Candles, bondage, and damn.
All right. So you're making it hard.
Your head's at. Fuck.
Yeah. All right. So 3 things that you will find in Dracula's house starting now. Blood, garlic. I don't know why.
There would be no fucking garlic in Dracula. What the fuck?
Because he would. That's
you would think that someone tried to kill him. But
yeah, he's not gonna have garlic or mirrors in his fucking house. That's like having a steak collection right there at the front door when people walk in.
Just come on
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Just kill me. It's okay.
Like, come to my kitchen, look at all this garlic on display that I have. I can't go into my kitchen, but I love it.
yeah, he sits up in his coffin.
You
and goes,
lose
"I'm
the
gonna-"
game. That's dumb.
God damn it,
He
Ray.
sits up in his coffin. It's time to die.
No wonder you were involved in wrestling. Fuck. You probably came up with storylines with that shit.
Probably, I would not be surprised. That's
It's
something
got
that
his,
they
it's
totally
got his
do.
garlic sitting right into it. That's
Garlic.
And then a sleep hole.
Fucking garlic. Oh my God. You are horrible at this game. You made this game? You suck at it.
No, I didn't make the game. It's a regular game.
It's a real, it's a real
Okay,
game.
you need to read the rules again because you suck.
You guys took the good options.
It's okay because I suck too.
And what we're going to do now is we're going to do a game that we play with everybody called Incoherent. So pretty much you need to be able to see this. So I'm going to pin this. Can you see that okay? Pretty much this is in drunkenese. You need to try to sound it out and figure out what that says in regular language. So if you were drunk, this is how you would say this word. And we can give you 2 hints that are on the back as well.
I have no clue.
You
I'm
want
not
to
a drinker.
What's
So,
up?
I'm not a drinker, so it just says Bay or Bags Hex to me.
Say it quick. When you sound it out, kind of sound
Bay or
it out.
Bags Hex.
Let's say it quick.
Bay or Bags Hex.
Do you want a hint?
Sure.
First hint is unprotected.
No clue.
Second hint is when you choose not to wrap it before you tap it.
Well, my answer would be no, but unless you're talent tested, but I have no clue.
All right, the card is bareback sex. So I guess Bayer Bags Hex, Bayer Bag.
Oh, you mean
Here's
what
how
they
some of
always
these
try to
words-
pressure you to do? Got
Yeah,
it.
when you go to sound them out, like because like if I see that Bayer Bags Hex, Bayer Bag Sex, Bayer Bag Sex, I guess when you say Bayer Bag Sex, Bay or Bag Sex, it starts
You
to.
gotta say it like you're redneck.
Yeah,
There's the big bear sex right there.
Have you guys ever pressured a girl into having bareback sex, even though she wanted you to use a condom, but you talked her out of it?
No.
I didn't even know that's what bareback sex was.
Yeah. What?
Oh, God damn, Matt. Go back to the sleeper hold.
I'm so inexperienced. I'm just gonna
That's that. I've never had bareback sex.
He's gonna leave and hop in his Raptor and go.
I'm just gonna just hop in my Raptor and leave.
And then
I'm still a goddamn virgin because I'm too busy doing sleeper hold.
the third and
What the fuck is tarnation bareback sex?
What
third-
tarnation bareback sex?
What the fuck kind of drinking glass is that?
It's a horn.
Oh my God, you
Yep.
toxic masculinity douche.
And then comments,
It-
fuck
it
Britney,
runs deep
Matt
here,
likes
baby.
Steve.
Is that from your man lodge?
Yep. I was
You have
hoping
dead
this-
animals on the wall
He
to
likes
go
to
with
make his
it.
ass the size of a Pringles can with that thing.
You have dead animals to go with it.
Mhm.
You can show everybody. See Bambi up there? He was no match for my gun. He was coming at me, bro, eating his
Yeah.
grass.
I pulled up
and
in my
blew his
Raptor
fucking
and I pulled out my little crossbow and I was like, see you later,
Yeah,
man.
he was real dangerous.
It's so dangerous.
That's why he's on my wall, because that fucker, he had to go.
I've never actually even killed a deer, so I mean,
I've never been hunting.
Never
in my life.
killed there, but you're doing sleeper hold. You
makes
ever
it-
brought a deer home on the
Ah.
Raptor?
I don't need to shoot deer. I put them in them sleeper holes. Get back here, damn deer. Got you now.
What are you drinking in your horn?
It's a horn, yes. I drink from a horn
Yeah,
because
what are you
I'm
drinking from your
just a
horn?
horny dude. I'm just a horny dude.
What are we drinking from a horn? From a animal's body part?
Actually, we're drinking. Well, it's not.
It's
actually,
a good
our-
segue to go
our-
to our
yeah,
beer of the
Our
week.
beer of the week, yet again, is not a beer. It's actually American Hop Tea Original Spiked Iced Tea. But it was the only thing I found that had red, white, and blue on it for the 4th of July. Aside from
What kind of homo beer is that? Jesus Christ.
like, it's, yeah.
like cinnamon spice latte beer
right now.
like literally drinking like cinnamon spice latte beer. What the fuck, guys? Out of a horn?
Take that, toxic masculinity.
Heaviest fucking beer I've ever heard of out of a manly horn. What the fuck is wrong with you two?
A lot. There's a lot.
Mermaid beer out of a goddamn animal part. What's next? You're gonna make a cup out of a scrotum?
Scrotum cup. Scrotum. You can be like Hannibal Lecter, and here it's my scrotum cup.
Jesus Christ. Okay, why the horn? Is it like every time you take a sip, you're like, I'm a man.
That's what it is.
Why?
Now every time he drinks it, he's going to think about putting someone in the sleeper hold.
I got into the thought process and going, you know what? I need a big bullhorn to drink out of. So what was the process on you going, I gotta have that?
I don't know. I have a small penis, so I just said
his Raptor wasn't good enough.
I can't afford a Raptor.
Yeah.
Dude, you're talking sleeper holds, you're drinking out of a horn, and you have a backwards camo hat on. I'm just saying that, you know, I can see you driving a Plymouth Duster or something.
Actually, I drive a Jeep Cherokee.
Check one, check two, you know, kind of thing. Just saying.
A little bit of this. A little bit of this.
You're the kind of guy that has like a little hunting platform in a tree out back.
And I don't hunt.
But he shoots his fireworks off of them.
But I just shoot off fireworks.
You don't fucking hunt. You don't kill the animal. You just buy its fucking horn to drink out of.
Yes.
Somebody else has to go kill it for you.
Because I don't feel like doing that. I don't kill animals. So.
Aww.
Yeah, I could never kill an animal, and even if I did, my wife would probably leave me if I did.
You know, the most fucked up thing in any movie I've discovered is when they kill the dog.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. I can't handle that shit, like in John Wick and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
I tried to show my wife John Wick. She made it to the part when they killed the dog. She never watched a John Wick movie.
Did you ever fucking see Sweet Home Alabama?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of that fucking movie, the comedy, the rom-com, there's a scene of her going to her dog's grave and breaking down. Fucking got me, man. This fucking stupid ass rom-com. I'm like, you can kill 1,000 motherfuckers. I don't care. Blow their fucking heads off. Yeah. Don't kill a fucking dog, dude.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. There's a movie with it's got Mark Wahlberg in it. He's like a stalker dude. It's like back in the 90s, 95-ish. I think the dog went out to like protect the family, and they shoved the dog's severed head through like the doggy door. And I was like, that motherfucker.
Yeah, you don't kill a fucking dog.
Fuck people, right? Yeah. I 100% am with you on that. Fuck people. Like, you kill animals like that. I hate you.
Yeah.
Are you a big Mark Wahlberg fan?
No, not really.
Not really.
He's kind of a guy, you know, guy, you know,
like a man's man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he brutally beats down Koreans.
Does he? I don't know this. This is new information.
Mark Wahlberg did prison time because he was he initiated a hate crime on a Korean man and beat him almost to death just because he was Asian.
What was
Mark
that?
Wahlberg had gone to prison for hate crimes, but he wasn't canceled.
No. Well, you got too much money.
Wow, I never met that. And even
yeah, look it up. Look up Mark Wahlberg hate crime, and you'll find that he went to prison for beating an Asian guy for being Asian.
I gotta look that up. I've never heard that before. I have never heard that before. I just love how she's casual. He just brutally beat a crime.
Yeah, a hate crime. He admitted that it was a hate crime and that he beat this guy's ass because he didn't like the fact that he was Asian. So he's a fucking bigot that beats fucking minorities and has gone to jail for it. And nobody knows that about him. It's like, dude.
Yeah, Billy on the street said, yeah, he's a big twat.
And everybody thinks he's a big macho dude, but motherfucker's a midget. I'm not gonna be afraid of anybody who's 5'6". Come on, get the fuck out of here. Guy comes up to my tits.
Well, I mean, I read your one of your bios. It says that you're what, 6'6"?
I'm a big ass bitch.
That's a very intimidating.
Yeah.
You know.
I look just like Brock Lesnar.
Well,
265 pounds. I had 54-inch chest, 24-inch arms. I haven't lifted a weight in over 7 years. I was so massive, even on hormones, it hasn't all gone away.
24-inch pythons.
21 pythons, brother. Well, I'll tell you what, Mean Gene. I'm going to give you Hulkgasm after Hulkgasm. What are you going to do when the Hulkster runs a sex train on you? Yo, you know, a lot of people ask the Macho Man, what makes the Macho Man so special? Well, I will tell you it's everything in general, but only one thing in particular. Oh, yeah.
Right now, all the redneck wrestling fans are like, "Oh,
hell yeah!"
That's
I'll get in this ring. You want to open a barrel, Stone Cold? What? You think that'd be cool? Well, I'll tell you what, Mean Gene. We're gonna go out this ring and whoop his little candy ass. What? Yeah, I used to do stand-up comedy, and I would do impressions and.
Nice.
You know, I actually saw the skit of your comedy.
Oh,
What's your
thank you.
favorite
Did you
impression?
enjoy it?
Yeah, I think you're actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
You're actually very well rounded.
Have you ever thought?
I am actually impressed.
Have you ever thought about doing like a comedy tour, like actually doing?
Time. It's like I've done a lot of things, but in life, you have to pick and choose what you want to pursue.
Yeah.
Especially that when I started getting a bigger name, there were many more opportunities open to me that I started going, I want to do that. I want to do that. But now I'm at a limit. You know, I'm running my own porn company. I'm doing a radio show, and you guys know how much effort that is during the week researching and shit. And I'm doing porn all the time, doing cam shows. So I do comedy every once in a while. Like if I'm on an appearance and there's a place that does stand up, I'll stop in and do a set. But I don't really have time to devote to it. Like I'm doing this mainstream TV series now. I'm just so stretched thin right now. I already work 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. I get 2 days off a month.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a lot. That's determination. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You just got to keep on.
I'm fucking retired.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Now I see why when you said you don't like to be around people, like you live in a small town, it's like when you're done doing all that shit, it's like I just want to retreat in my house. Fuck.
I don't like to be around people because I know it's very douchey when public figures talk about what it's like to be a public figure, but I don't want to go shopping in Walmart or go have lunch at Applebee's and be approached by a bunch of people for photographs because I don't want everyone in the restaurant to know I'm a fucking training porn star. I don't want that to be announced in Walmart or Applebee's. But when people are coming up and taking photos, people are asking questions like, why is this person taking photos with people? So I have my assistant usually do all my shopping and stuff for me, so I don't go out in public a lot. Because I do get stopped. And there are many times in many environments, I don't want people to know I'm a porn whore.
Yeah. And that's understandable. I mean, that's almost anybody, in the public eye. And I can't imagine what that life's like. Like when someone.
I get stopped in the airport. That's really annoying when you're trying to get your flight.
Yeah, and people are just sitting there, just lined up. And the worst is when you get a weird, person that you're sitting there, you're trying to eat. It's kind of like if you've ever seen Bad Santa.
That's happened to me.
And it's like, I'm trying to eat my fucking lunch. Like,
it's a catch-22 because you are tired and you don't want to deal with this and you have other things you have going. But if you don't watch your interaction with that fan, it could ruin your brand. So you have to interact with the fans in a very positive way because to them, this is a big deal for them. They're meeting somebody that they've really watched for a long time. They're really excited to meet you. So it doesn't matter how shitty your day's been. You got to curtail yourself and you got to go, okay, this is a big deal for this person. So I'm going to be on my best behavior. And I'm going to give them this experience in memory. Mm-hmm. And you have to do that and you have to put yourself aside all the fucking time.
Yeah.
No matter what your day's been like or what you're doing, you have to stop what you're doing and you have to placate
to them. Yeah.
That's cool. But does that make you like, I'm not saying that you're fake, but does that make you a fake person? Like, if you're not really being true to yourself, I don't, you know what I mean?
Well, everybody is a fake person because just because you're having a shitty day, if you go home and you take it out on your wife and kids, you're not being fake. But if you go home after working at your job, having a shit day, and you keep that from your wife and your kids because they don't need to deal with that, are you being a fake person?
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's true.
You take it upon yourself, no matter what's going on with you at the time, for them.
Yeah.
And that's what you do when you're a public figure for your fans. It doesn't matter what your day's like or what you're doing. You take time out of your day for them and you shield them from you having a bad day, just like you would as a father when you come home and see your kids. So that doesn't really make you fake. It just means that you want them to have a good experience and not deal with your bullshit.
That's a good point.
Yes.
I like that. I love the way you pointed that out. You're going to love this. We're going to now do our shot of the month, which is Deep Eddie's Orange Vodka. So I'm sure she's going to love that.
You guys drink the most faggoty shit.
I was
waiting for that. I was like,
Oh my God. Fucking drinking faggoty shit in your man cave.
You know what?
That's it. You guys fucking
After that Polo gin we had something called Polo gin. Now it's a fucking word.
man card fucking revoked.
Ugh.
Jesus.
And real quick,
It's drinking the same shit bottom bitches drink. Fuck.
we're going to get into our last
we're
game.
letting you in on the secret of toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
We're
Very
not-
tough.
No, baby. I used to have it.
Yeah. We're
The
not.
truth is, we're sensitive people.
I was a fucking cage fighter and bodyguard and shit. I was just oozing toxic masculinity.
Right.
And then I took estrogen and my IQ went up 60 points.
Nice.
Did it really? Like,
No,
That's
but
like-
you're dumb as fuck.
That's like I need some of
I
that.
did that. That proved my point, fucker.
As I'm killing a deer
Oh.
driving my
whoa, take that.
You're dumb as fuck.
You little bastard.
We're gonna get into our last game real quick, which is you
yeah,
ever play
before-
Cards Against
We
Humanity?
forgot about it.
We forgot all about the third game. Cards Against Humanity is the third game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna read off the base card, and then we're gonna give you 4 options on which you think best answers that card. So the card is Ain't It Nifty? Barbara.
Attractive, Matt. Attractive.
It wasn't as masculine as I hoped it was going to
Why don't you just round it out and fart for us now? Shit.
be. I can if you want.
Man, proud. You preach it from the wall.
That would get you going, baby.
Preach from the horn, burping live on air. You don't give no fucks.
That's just like this, and then shit just flies on the back watch.
Oh man, just fucking just lift up and let one go. And
Can't fart on command. God.
Yeah, there are people who can.
I bet they
That's-
can.
I think
It's
what
weird,
was it?
but-
Howard Stern had someone on that was
well, sick enough, guys, that there are actually people that do porn, and it's actually a genre.
really.
Yeah.
See,
Farting.
that's just
I have been approached for it. I've had guys offer me oodles of money to do it, and I refused. I don't need a recorded fucking video out there of me bending over and letting one go. Fuck that.
right.
No amount of money is going to ruin my brand like that. It's just not going to happen.
See, you respect yourself, and I appreciate that.
Uh,
I would.
I don't respect myself that much. You know what I mean.
all right.
Obviously,
Farting is off the table. Everything else.
Yeah, everything else there. All right, so Ain't It Nifty? Barb and Bob hit 50. So get off your ass, raise a glass to 50 years of blank. And the options are eating pussy bad, blue smoke coming out of my anus, an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit, and fat. Which do you think would best answer that?
wow, how many people have shitty marriages? Fuck.
Yeah.
I've married over 20 years. None of that applies to me. I mean, I still get butterflies in my stomach when I kiss my spouse.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, they're my soulmate. I can't imagine a day without them in my life. What kind of fucked up relationships are you fucking referring to? Jesus Christ. Anybody that fucking can answer that like that needs to reevaluate their relationship. That shit ain't gonna last. You're about to go to divorce court and lose half your shit.
I thought it was hilarious when I saw the one that says an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit, and then I heard dun dun right in my head. As soon as I read that card, I heard dun dun like on the show.
There's so many men that are miserable, and they're only miserable in their marriage because they don't want to lose half their shit.
There's some truth to that. I think I was talking about that earlier today.
Look at what is it, Bill Gates and Bezos? They lost a fucking
but a typical guy, let's say you guys, if a typical guy is in his 40s and then he gets a divorce, can you imagine having to start your life over from scratch because you have no money now? You got to start from scratch like you were in your 20s again, all the fuck over in your 40s.
Yeah.
That would fucking suck. And regular guys go through that shit every day.
Well,
they have alimony, child support. They have a studio fucking apartment when they used to have a big fucking house. Now they're in their 40s living like a fucking shithead bachelor. Mm-hmm. And it's just a miserable existence. Guys get fucked over bad.
Yeah, we do. But thanks to your advice, I know not what to do. I ain't buying no fucking Raptor. That's for sure.
And you're also not putting a deer to sleep with a sleeper.
There is no fucking wife ever that would allow that. If a guy is driving a Raptor, he's single.
More than likely.
No wife is going to be okay with him bringing that thing home.
I don't think I know anybody who's married who has a Raptor.
Yeah, it's a single car. That's like a fucking Ferrari. If you're not Jeff Bezos or single, you don't have that shit.
Yeah.
Your wife will go, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you can't go to space like Jeff Bezos. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos, I'm going to go to space. Well, go, motherfucker.
If you have Bezos money, your wife is going to give a shit when you bring a Raptor home.
Babe, look what I have. Why are your bags?
Like bringing home a boat, a new bass boat.
Oh.
That shit's not going to go over well.
Yeah. And Kimber, of course, we saw Erica sent us over that you just did or you're working on a Game of Thrones parody.
Well, it's not really Game of Thrones, but that's what most lay people think it is. It's actually called T-Girl Gamers, The Curse of Malkalthia. And it's the world's first ever Dungeons and Dragons transsexual adventure film.
That's cool. Tommy Simbazo would love that.
Half the video is us at the gaming table playing the game, and then it keeps switching to the fantasy element, how we envision ourselves in our fantasy characters. So half the film is fantasy, half of it is real life. So all the sex scenes and everything when they're in full costume in the fantasy setting. So yeah, it's the world's ever first Dungeons and Dragons transport adventure.
Sweet. And was that your idea?
Of course.
If you
actually, that's a really
fucking awesome.
If you could do any other porn, if you could do any other porn parody, what would you say it would be? One that you haven't done, or
don't do them.
Might not have been done. Was it?
Don't do them.
Don't do them.
Don't do porn parodies because I think that they're shit.
Most of them
lazy writing. I think parodies in general are fucking shit because all you're doing is taking somebody else's creative work. You didn't write yourself, and then just making fun of it. Yeah. So I have a lot of stories I want to tell. So when I make a movie, I write an original script or story. Now it might be an homage and based on something, but it'll be my own original take on it. And it won't be a parody.
Kind of like a remake. Like how they do a remake of a movie.
Like for example, my film T-Girl Space Pirates, I based loosely on the visuals of Ice Pirates from the 80s.
Okay.
So I got a lot of inspiration from that film, but it has nothing to do with that film. I can't see myself doing parodies because I have no respect for them. It's like you're not inventing any characters. You're not inventing a story. You're simply telling somebody else's story with somebody else's characters that they came up with, and then you're poking fun at their property. And to me, it's just fucking lazy. It's like write something. It's like that's the problem with Hollywood now. It's like fucking do something original, you fuckers.
Look at all the Fast and the Furious. It's like, come on now. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah. Once
masculinity, James Bond overload.
Once things start going to space, it's just kind of like, fuck.
That's where you take everything. Eventually, you run out of places on Earth, and you got to take Jason to space.
I was just getting ready to fucking say,
Jason. You got to take the Leprechaun to space.
Yeah. And what's bad is it sucks because I honestly thought like Jason X kill wise, he had some great kills in that movie. That wasn't, but the fact that he was in
It's-
space and he turned into the cyborg
No
Jason,
one even watched
I was
it,
just kind of
I'm
like,
sure.
I can't. But
Well, actually, the first part of that movie, I actually really enjoyed because it gave
Yeah.
a scientific explanation of why Jason's like that. He has
Yeah.
a mutant healing factor. He's basically
he
like
can regenerate lost and damaged tissue. I just
yeah,
want
he's a mutant, and he has. I love the fact that they finally approach that, and he's like, he's not supernatural, he's not undead. He's actually a mutant human that has a healing factor and a weird mutation in his DNA. I loved how they did that.
They
But
need
then they came, you know, in fucking Jason's Dead, where he became a supernatural worm, just fucking erased all of that shit.
that was the worst in the series. That was just fucking awful. I was like, what the
Jason
fuck?
talks.
The hearts and shit. That one guy just bites into the heart, and it's like, the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah,
Jason
but
in the movie,
the
like,
first 10 minutes of that film were good.
yeah. That
You
was-
got to see what would really happen if Jason was real.
yeah, and
the
then
SWAT team shows up and blows him the fuck up.
yeah.
I like the first 10 minutes because it showed you, okay, if there were mass killings at this
Yeah.
camp, this is what would really happen.
Yeah, it kind of ruined it because you're just kind of like, well, man, fuck, that's what would we would watch this on the internet tomorrow if this dude really like existed. Just watching them, just that's it, it's done. But I like the story better of him not being shot down by them and being this superhuman mutant human that just keeps on going.
How is it that Jason exists in white trash heaven in the land of raptors and nobody ever in the fucking woods he's killing has a fucking gun? How many rednecks do you know that go somewhere without a goddamn gun?
True.
I don't leave anywhere without my horn or my gun.
It's like Jason would, his machete wouldn't be so fucking scary if he whipped out something like my EDC, which is a 44 Magnum titanium ultralight. I mean, you shoot Jason in the arm, he got no
That
arm.
now.
Where did that come from? Like, I just looked at shit in her. Where did that come from? Like, I did. She's in
I
that.
have an arsenal. I own a huge arsenal of weapons.
Yeah.
Interesting fact, in Kentucky, not only do we have no gun laws, it's open carry, no permit required. You can buy guns at a garage sale. There's no paperwork required for person-to-person sale. And they did a census, and there are 5 guns per household in Kentucky.
Really? Holy shit! I never knew any of
Looks like I'm moving to Kentucky.
that.
I like guns, but it's like fireworks. Usually the people that have them are the
People who
shouldn't have
should
them.
not have them.
That's very
You
true.
should have them for protection.
Yeah, there are people that want to move to Michigan and go play GI Joe in the woods with their other militia friends.
Yeah. And Kimber, we're starting to run on time. Where can everybody find you? Of course, you have OnlyFans, you have your website. Where can everybody listening or watching at home find you?
Kimber Haven is about everything. Kimberhaven.com for my website. Kimber Haven on Twitter. OnlyFans is Kimber Haven. Fuck, just Google Kimber Haven. Over 20 fucking pages on Google will come up about me.
Except if you Google Kimber Haven Raptor, there might not be a search result for that.
That's Ron Burgundy. I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up our live portion of this on Facebook. Everybody, thank you for joining us live. Kimber, can you hang out for a minute afterwards? Awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at Happy Hour Podcast. We will be back next Friday. We will be interviewing our good friend David Gilbert. He's an author. His daughter, Katrina Ray, is a model. So we're going to have her on. So make sure you tune in. That will be next Friday at 8:00 Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific time. I always get mixed up with Pacific and Eastern time, but we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.